I'm sitting here at the second appointment. I can't even think of the words. But I walked in the right place with the right person. I'm sitting here in tears. I'll explain later, but just know God is faithful. He's faithful. He's very faithful. Stay tuned. I'll let you guys know how he's moving mighty. Stay tuned.
Okay, this was just a little deal. Normally speaking of what we do, and I'm going to do it this way mainly because it leaves an unpaid balance.
Yes, ma'am.
Someone normally comes in. Let's pretend you're just an ordinary. Nobody's ordinary. But what I'm saying is, it wasn't a real disaster. It was we just don't have enough money this month.
Yes, ma'am.
And I would say, well, you know, we can offer you $200 towards the rent.
Yes, ma'am.
And they say, okay, that's good. That only leaves me, make it up, $500 I've got to raise. Our pledge will say, when you come in with proof that you have what pays the balance,
Yes, ma'am.
we'll send the check on. And I just talked with my boss. I think I ought to do this. The only thing I worry about, and I don't know, I mean, they're within their rights.
Yes, ma'am.
They could hold you up for the 180. So what I'm going to put on my pledge is that we are pledging 450 when you bring in proof. And it can either be something like this,
Yes, ma'am.
or it can be a check from your long-lost Aunt Lydia,
Okay.
or whatever. Bring it to us. We'll put it in our file, take a picture, write the check immediately, and fax Hastings Place
Yes, ma'am.
that it's on the way.
Okay.
Okay, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you know where, you've got some other places you
Yes,
can go.
ma'am. I'm gonna call.
And I heard you say, I told my manager, I'm going down that list.
Yes.
I love you, dear.
I love you too.
I'd like
Thank
to be
you
able to
so
do
much.
it, but if, and I do want you to know this, because it's a disaster, beyond normal disasters. Well, you deal with people. So you know, many disasters they have they cause them themselves.
Yeah.
You think, wait, why did you pay for your 42 or 50-inch television set and not pay your rent? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And I've been very careful about.
oh, I know. You're in an unusual situation. If it gets to a point where, honest to God, I can't find the 180,
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
tried everywhere, please come back and we'll see what we can do. But 450 is as much as I can do today.
That's beyond a blessing.
Okay, let
That's-
me write you the pledge so
Yes,
you'll know
ma'am.
what it's going to say.
And so once I get in contact with one of these other places and I go and I let them know that that's the balance, hypothetically, it happens today.
It's going to happen today.
Yes.
No, I don't want to hear hypothetical.
Yes, ma'am. So when I go to this next place and
Yes.
they pledge me 180, I just
Bring it back here.
okay.
Whoever you don't even have to see me.
Okay.
We'll take a picture of it, put it in our file, which says proof everything's taken care of, and write the check and you're off and running.
Yes, ma'am.
I talked to TXU.
Yes, ma'am.
Their library, how big is it? Do you remember the size of the bill? They might carry the balance for you.
They might be because like I said, when I said that I've been faithful in all my debt, and the thing that was good for me, unbeknownst to what happened February 18th, I had already paid so much up. So I don't have a disconnect as of today. So
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. My guess is if you talk to them and if your credit, and I'm just saying if, but if your credit is good enough to with them, they're not going to.
Yeah, and I'm not too much worried about that. Like you said, the rent is what's important right now.
Yes, it is.
Look, as long as I got a roof, and thank God my son is out the house and on his own. But he's even told me, well, you know, Mom, whatever I can do to help after I pay my bill or whatever, you know, I know I have, push come to shove, I have a place to go.
You know, and here's the thing. And again, it's so pleasant to talk with someone who deals with people.
Yes.
I often say to them, have you talked to your son or your daughter or your mother or what? Well, no, we're not talking. And I think that's so sad.
Yes.
The first place we always turn
It's family.
is our family.
Yeah.
So I understand that your son has his own life to live and his own bills to pay. But you the mama.
Yes. And
I point that out to my children.
Oh, yeah.
I am the mama.
Yeah, and I told them, baby, the cycles of life do reverse, so be prepared.
That is exactly
And me and my
right.
son relationship is phenomenal. So he's been
I
walking this
believe
with
that
me.
one.
Yeah, he's been walking with me this whole time, and he was just with me last night, and he was like, "Mom, I just don't want you to worry. You're a child of God. You know he gonna work this out."
Ooh, raise them up right, and they
Yes.
will always be right.
Yes, ma'am.
See, I don't care what people say, and I laugh when they give me a hard time for spouting the Bible, but honest to goodness, you know any other book that gives you better instructions? Nope.
No, David.
Raise
What
them.
basic instructions. I don't know the quote, but basic instruction for daily living. But the acronyms for Bible. But it is so.
Oh no, I'm not good at remembering.
Right. You see me over here struggling. I just know that it is what I need for my morning, noon, and evening.
So wait, what have you done here? Tonight? Okay. You don't like that? Well, of course you don't. What is that letter doing in there?
And so how do you get positions here for just
Oh, I'm
for
a
case
volunteer,
management?
love.
Oh wow! God
And we have
bless you.
volunteers. I don't know whether we're hiring or not. Generally, see, we have a program called Operation Jobs.
Okay.
I'm going to give that to you too.
Yes, ma'am.
In case I just think they're gonna hire you right away, sweetheart. But okay, pretend I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't have your lease. Where is this? Who do we make this out to? Hastings Place. Hastings, POE? Aurora Place.
Aurora.
Is that, if you wrote a check, would it be to Aurora Place?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Aurora.
I'm
Because
good
they
with
just changed it.
Okay.
But I have the habit of still saying Hastings Place because that's what it's been for so long. But
Yeah, I know it has. All right.
And so when they moved my apartment, I got blessed with a brand new unit that they had just built from a previous fire that was been on the property, and that was unbeknownst to me that it was another fire, within that time frame. And so my mind was thinking, okay, is this something structural? What's really going on? But I actually spoke with the fire marshal that's been handling the case, and they said no, it's nothing related to property issues. And what makes sense is due to the fact that they had just sold the property, just like selling a home, you have to get it appraised.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Who bought it?
I'm not sure.
Shoot, I don't remember reading it. I always read those things. The pages of the business pages and stuff. Find out more interesting stuff. I didn't know
Yes.
they sold that place. When they sold it, did they do any improving?
Yes, ma'am.